Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Firstly, it's actually a big privilege for myself and Jan Albert. Firstly, I want to say we're not experts at blockchain, cryptocurrency. The reason we're here is actually because of Steem, because we were introduced to it a few months ago, and we actually found it quite interesting. And you'll see when we do the presentation that we see a lot of value that blockchain and cryptocurrency can actually do for Africa. Secondly, we're not bankers. Just need to mention that as well. We came from a banking background, but if you see the work we do, it's actually got to do a lot about outside the banking environment. So, a little bit about our company. Our company is called Accelerated Africa, and we actually specialize in setting up, managing asset-based finance companies across Africa. We don't do so much work in South Africa. Most of our work is East and Francophone Africa. And most of our clients is people who are actually trying to do leasing, lending, mostly based around asset-based finance. And our focus is basically SMEs, small, medium enterprises, and it's usually the market that the banks traditionally doesn't want to touch, or in our experience in Africa doesn't always understand. So what we want to do today is actually very informal. We're not going to bombard you with a lot of stats, statistics. What we want to do is actually just share with you what we've experienced the last 15, 18 years that we've been involved with work across Africa. Myself, I think it is, and I'm going to go too much about it, I've been busy for 15 years with asset-based finance in Africa, mostly on east of Africa, but a bit of West Africa as well. And then Jan Albert can share a little bit on his side as well.
Yeah, thanks. As you were saying, I'm actually from Holland originally, but I live in Nairobi in Kenya, and have lived there for the past 7 years. And Sakkie and I are going to give you a little bit of an overview, not so much specifically South Africa, but trying to also warm you up a little bit for what are the challenges across the whole continent, which is a continent of 54 countries, mind you, with its own specific challenges.
So if you look at content, so you'll see we'll talk a bit about who is Africa, our opportunities in Africa based on our field. Also, we're going to talk a little about the key challenges, and I think that's where you'll see the value of crypto and blockchain. And then key for us at the end, in our minds we believe, and as I said, we're still new at this technologies, but we want to leave some ideas with you that we believe that you could actually come back and share with us what you think, what will be the possible solutions going forward. Now, the biggest interesting thing about Africa is that a lot of people think it's one country. And it's actually amazing that when you travel, somebody will say, I would say, for example, I'll be in Zambia, and I would say, do you know this person in Nigeria? As if it's supposed to be a very small place. And the first thing you need to understand about Africa is that every country is very different. And for us, we always start with this about the cliches, depending who you talk about and who you talk to. Some people will say that Africa is all about minerals. Some people will say it's all about oil. Other people will say it's all about game drives, the big five. And then, of course, depending who you talk to, especially in America, it's all about Ultra Pop and the Land Cruiser of the gun. But unfortunately, it's got a lot to do about media. And Africa, I think we believe it's got a bad rap. We're not saying this is not true. There's issues like this, but we believe that the media could be sometimes very harsh on what Africa is all about. For us, it's about friendly people. Doesn't mind where you go across Africa, people are very inviting, people are very friendly, people are very traditional in the one sense. But also in the other sense, it's about big cities. A lot of people think Africa is a few mud huts, which is not the case. It's actually mega cities, and we'll take you through some stats going forward, and you'll be surprised to see that the technology and the acceptance of technology in Africa, and that's where the exciting point is. As we go through the presentation, we'll show you this is where cryptocurrency, we believe, and blockchain is going to make a massive difference.